Hello, gorgeous manifestors. How are you all? Happy Monday. So I thought I would do something a little different today. I thought I would come on and have a little coffee chat with you guys. So I've just been for a lovely walk with the dog out in the fields, and I felt like the universe was really sort of flowing through me, and I had lots of inspired things to come on and talk to you about today. So I thought I'd jump on. You never know, this may be a regular thing. I'm just going to see how the universe kind of guides me. But I just thought it'd be quite nice to come and have a coffee chat. So say hello if you're here. If you have any questions, ask them below. I don't do any coaching calls on a Monday. So generally my Monday mornings are quite clear, and I just thought actually this could be quite a good time to come on and do a regular live Q&A. And I know that everyone's in different time zones, so obviously if you can't watch this live, then you can always ask questions and I will come on and answer them for you when I'm doing this. So yeah, hello Ruth, hi Harris, my darlings. So yeah, who knows, this might become a regular thing. I never sort of commit too much because I never know how the universe is going to flow through me, but right now this feels like quite a nice inspired action. So if anyone has any questions, ask below. And I have a few things that I just wanted to talk to you about this morning. So you'll be very glad to know I have removed all the dog's toys. She's sitting in the sun because she's been for a swim, so hopefully there should be no barking and none of me going like this. So what I wanted to come and talk to you about, so lots of things. I feel like I need to start off actually just quickly talking about Olivia Ocaña, who you guys know. So Olivia has a Facebook group called Guided Healing Zone, and I've been following Olivia's guided healing work for ages. She does amazing programs like Fat Release, but I've been using some of her processes to help me if I feel contrasty or anxiety, because as probably most of you know, anxiety is something that can come up for me. But I wanted to tell you about something amazing that happened, and she doesn't know I'm doing this, so when she watches this she's going to be like, what, you didn't tell me? So I had a infection last week that came on, and I did one of her practices, the detox practice. And normally, so I'd had this infection for about 4 days, it was getting worse, and normally I always have to go and get antibiotics for this infection, always, I can never get rid of it without antibiotics. And it was very law of attraction. I called the doctor, they couldn't get me in for an appointment, and it was getting really bad. They couldn't give me an emergency prescription, so I just kind of messaged Olivia in a panic going, it's getting really bad, help. And I practiced the healing that she told me to do, which is in her Facebook group, I believe, and I'm not joking, within half an hour all the symptoms were gone. It was so weird. So I think that was a big breakthrough for me, in that with manifesting and working with the laws of the universe and our energy, that you can literally self-heal. So I was just like, what the frick? And this all happened before I knew anything about the other announcement last week. And then what happened was, when the announcement came out last week, I think I was so utterly shocked, because I don't think people got the shock quite as much as I did, but I have literally followed Abraham for years. So this is like the celebrity you've been in love with your whole life suddenly turning up on your doorstep and asking you to marry them. That's how it felt to me when Abraham came through and spoke to me. And I think the shock and the excitement of it all, and also sort of finishing the book and finishing the website, it just kind of all got a bit emotional and crazy, and the infection came back. So what I've been doing again is working with Olivia over the last 3 or 4 days, and I've woken up this morning and it's completely gone again. And I have never, in my 38 years on this planet, I have never healed that infection without antibiotics. And so this has been, and again, when I tried to get doctor's appointments over the weekend, I couldn't. It was really the universe, I think, trying to tell me and show me that I can self-heal. And I want to spread this message to you guys, because I mean, everything last week was bonkers. The Abraham announcement, obviously, but also just the fact that I learned I could heal myself. And I really want you to know about that. And I'm probably going to talk about this in my book, because the mind power that we have and the energy that surround us, we can use this energy around us and within us, and it can literally heal you. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. So as I say, Olivia has no idea I'm going to talk about this, but I just feel amazing today. I felt really unwell over the weekend, but today I just feel like a new woman again, and I'm just like, flabbergasted. So you can manifest your health. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing I wanted to talk about is guarding and protecting your energy. And again, this is something I'm going to be talking about in my book. And I just wanted to talk about the importance of this. So I'm feeling a bit contrasty today. I think probably because I've been unwell for like pretty much a week now, on and off. And I think just my brain trying to process and catch up with everything that happened last week. Today, I really need to protect my energy, and again I just kind of want to talk to you about this because I don't often come on here when I'm during contrast. So my contrast today isn't massive, but I definitely feel like I need to freaking nurture myself. So I don't have any calls today until 12:30, and they're not coaching calls, they're sort of just catch ups with people, and then I'm being coached by my coach. But I'm just really guarding my energy this morning, and I really want to talk about the importance of that, because if you do not guard your energy, if you do not do what it takes or requires to help you to feel in alignment and nurture yourself, you cannot serve other people, you cannot help those around you that you love. And it's really a big thing, because I think quite often people think you're selfish if you put yourself before everyone else. And I know it's a bit of a cliche saying you can't pour from an empty cup, but doing this work, I really have learned that. And when you're working with law of attraction consistently, you become very attuned to how you're feeling, and I guess your sensitivity to how you're feeling becomes heightened, which makes sense, because when you're mastering the art of manifesting, you always want to be making sure you're feeling good as much of the time as you can, so that you can be in flow. So this morning I'm just feeling, amazing, so much healthier, but I feel like I really need to nurture myself today. So I'm basically going to this morning sit in the sun with the sun on my face, because that's something that heals my soul. And again, I think I just look back to when I was in PR, and I just think I could never have done that. I had to keep pushing through. I had to keep going into the office. I was highly stressed, highly knackered. The commute was ridiculous. And now I can do this. And it's so interesting, because even now my ego tries to bring up the thought, should you really be doing work? You need to be like doing stuff. And it's like, actually, no, that's the hard way around of doing things. And I'm having to tell myself this morning. I will manifest what I want and generate the income that I want much more quickly if I get into alignment as much as I can this week and do what feels good. And that does not mean sitting behind my laptop and thinking, sugar, I need to do this, and take tons and tons of action. That makes things hard. My job is to stay in alignment and then wait for that inspired action to come through when I'm in that aligned place. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys that this is what I do in real time. I literally live and breathe law of attraction. I practice every single thing that I teach. So this morning, I'm just going to sit in the sun, and, actually walking the dog this morning and throwing the ball for her in the stream and being in that countryside has already put me much more back into alignment, because I've been inspired to come on and do this. If I hadn't been, that inspiration wouldn't have come through me. So I will go through the questions in the comments, guys. So if you have any questions, ask them. So that's something I really want to talk about. Protect your energy, even if it means not being able to do things that you think you should do, or even that you want to do. You have to guard your energy first. That's the prime thing. And especially for me, as I coach this stuff, I cannot go onto client coaching calls feeling battered and out of alignment. I have to guard my energy. So guarding your energy is so important. Don't feel guilty, don't feel selfish, regardless of what your ego tries to say. It is so important. So that's what I wanted to talk about in terms of energy. Another thing I just wanted to reference again is look out for universal signs. So there's been a lot of heightened energy in my experience the last week or so, as you've probably all gathered with everything that happened last week. And what is so fascinating is I felt very tired, I felt a bit unwell, didn't I, on and off, and the angel numbers were all around me, and Denise, who is our resident numerologist in this group, I was messaging her and she was sort of telling me what the universe was saying, but I was seeing 2s and 0s everywhere. And then I came back from the walk just now and I just saw a blue butterfly in the garden. So butterflies are my spirit animal, and it was a blue butterfly. I've never seen a blue butterfly in this garden ever, and then it flew into my office. So again, the old me would have just dismissed that and disregarded that, but actually I was like, oh my God, that shows the universe is around me, spirit is around me, all these energies, collective consciousnesses are around me, and probably just giving me confirmation that I need to take it easy today. So notice the signs, whether it's angel numbers, whether it's, animals. You can also ask the universe for a sign. If you aren't sure about a decision, ask the universe for a sign that you can't miss, that is unmissable. So look at the signs around you as well, because again, that's all evidence you're in manifesting flow. Remember, when you are looking for evidence of manifesting, synchronicities and coincidences and signs, that's all part of you being in manifesting flow. And then before I go through and answer questions and read all the comments, I also just wanted to chat today about the fact that I'm not lucky. So as I was editing my book yesterday, I was very aware that probably some people would pick up that book and think, yeah, well, it's okay for her, like she's just being, the lucky one. And probably the old version of me would have picked that book up and been like, well, yeah, that's her, but she's the author. I can't do that. That's just her. She's lucky to have that. And I guess I just really wanted to come on and just say, I am not lucky. I am no different to any of you. The only difference is I continually work with law of attraction. I continually watch my energy and make sure that I'm sending out good vibrations. I continually take the inspired actions that come. Even like this today, I've been inspired to do it. I don't question when I get inspired now. I just come on and do it. And so I just wanted to reiterate, because I try and convey this in my book a lot, every single one of you, my darling, watching this right now, you can manifest whatever it is you want, but it all starts with the mindset. And then from there, it comes, the next bit is following the inspired actions that come through to you. But I'm no different, guys. The only thing is I've surrendered to law of attraction for the last 12 plus months now. I don't know whether you guys know my story. I was posting things to my website last week, and I posted the My Story video in this group. And I used to sort of get into flow on holiday, obviously, because I'd be in the vortex and really in alignment, come back to manifestations and then get caught up in the 9 to 5 again. But what I really have done just the last 12 plus months is surrender to law of attraction. I weave it in every single day. And I just really want each of you to understand that you can do this too. There is nothing different about me. There's nothing special about me. All I do is surrender to the tools and weave them in and day out. And this does not mean that my life becomes hard work and crammed with to-dos. It's the complete opposite. My life becomes one of ease, lying with the face in the sun if I'm feeling a bit contrasty. It comes from taking inspired actions as and when they come through. It doesn't add to your workload. Weaving in mastering the art of manifesting does not add to your workload. It may feel like that in the beginning, just while you're mastering the tools and you're really working on changing your mindset. But if you surrender to these tools and you do them for a few months, you're literally limitless. I'm living evidence of this. My clients are living evidence of this. And I'm really passionate about getting that point across. I'm not lucky. I literally just use the tools day in and day out. That is literally it. I literally just live and breathe law of attraction. It is woven into my daily life, but it's not woven in a way that I'm like, oh my God, I have 20 things on my to-do list today to get into alignment. That's not how it works. It just sort of weaves in as part of it. So I hope that helps, my darlings. I just felt very inspired to come on today and have a little chat. I just want to say welcome to all the new members in this group. I'm so happy you're here. I'm really feeling the energy and momentum in this group building now. It's so funny, it sort of goes through phases and I can feel that energy flow is massive at the minute. So welcome. I'm so happy to have each of you here. I'm here to serve you, support you. This makes my heart sing. Doing this makes my heart sing, and helping you all, it just literally makes my heart sing. So huge welcome. Also, another announcement is that I have a gorgeous new full-time assistant called Hendra. You've probably noticed all the new branding going up because of my amazing branding lady and all the photography, because my amazing photographer, I'm going to get them both on to do live Q&As. In fact, all three of them on to do live Q&As. My VA lives and breathes law of attraction, and I'll tell you the story around that. I was away in Slovakia, as you know, and I just sort of had this clarity that I needed someone full-time to help me. And this lady messaged me, like literally, I don't think she thought anything would come out of it. And she's like, oh, if you ever need a VA. And I was like, actually, I do. And then I thought, I'd speak to her and she, I'd get her part-time to help with my other VA. And then she's like, I can literally do it full-time for you and I want to become a manifesting coach. It's like, oh my God, the law of attraction is amazing. So the universe definitely brought both of us together. So her name is Hendra. She's absolutely gorgeous. So you will probably be seeing more of her in the group as well. I still have the lovely Sarah supporting me, but Hendra is like my right-hand woman now, which is amazing. So she is helping me so much with this group. And I actually don't know how I was functioning before she came along now. I've only just realised how much I was storing in my head. So again, that just came from surrendering. That manifestation happened when I was in the spa all weekend, basically. So follow your inner guidance, follow what feels good, follow your bliss, watch the manifestations move. So I think that's all of my announcements for this week. I think we're going to be changing the way I'm doing the newsletter. I've never been that consistent with it. I've been a bit sporadic, as you guys know. So Hendra is helping me get that more organised now. And the idea is we'll be doing a newsletter once a month with a nice overview summary, and I will be offering an exclusive video in there that isn't aired anywhere else. That is literally just for the newsletter subscribers. So if you want to sign up to the newsletter, you can do so on the homepage of my website, which is masteringtheartofmanifesting.com. I'm very excited because a new website will be launching this week or next week. Yay! And then for anyone that is in the UK, myself, Olivia and Katie are going to be at the Mind, Body and Spirit Festival next weekend for 4 days. So I know there's lots of you coming. Oh my God, I cannot wait to hug you. There's so many of you I know through here who I've coached, but I've never met face to face. So I'm so excited. So if any of you are popping down, come and check us out on the stand. And if you want to book tickets, you still can. I don't think they're that expensive at all. But we're going to be down there for all 4 days. So it'll be lovely, lovely to see you. I think that's all of my announcements. I feel like maybe Monday morning's coffee chat's going to be a bit like a housekeeping coffee chat. I'm not actually drinking coffee, I'm drinking peppermint tea. So let me just go back through the comments, my darlings. If you have any questions, ask away. I don't have any pressing things to do this morning, which is delicious. So, hello. Right, Samantha. Hello Sarah, this is a lovely treat for me. I had my ovaries out on Friday, so I'm sitting at home resting for a few weeks. Oh my darling, sending you so much love. So much love. Just really rest. The more you rest, the faster you heal. Do you know, my old boss used to always be really cross if you'd phone in sick because she would just push through everything. And I always innately knew when you're ill, just surrender. I'm not a good ill person, by the way, because I just want to surrender and get better. So perfect that you are surrendering, my darling, and sending you lots and lots of healing love, my angel. Mwah. What else have we got here? Hello, Lowry. Oops. Hello, Angela, my darling. Yes, Ruth, you need to talk with Olivia. Everyone needs to talk with Olivia. She's amazing. Hey, Sanyana. Debbie, my gorgeous girly. Right, I so agree with this. I often imagine doing healing to the body. We'll definitely be doing Olivia's detox meditation. It's amazing. Like, literally, the manifestations of last week have been insane. Like, if you think what's happened and, just the universe amazes me. And this is just the beginning. The better it gets, the better it gets. I can't even imagine what will be happening in 10 years' time when we're all doing this stuff. Well done, Lowry. So you did both of Olivia's practices this morning. Steve, hello, my darling. Are you at Mind, Body and Spirit show in London next week? Steve is someone who I met at Mind, Body and Spirit in Birmingham. He had a stand. Agree. Angel numbers have been popping up for me in abundance every day. It's amazing. Vortex heaven. It is vortex heaven. I literally have not stopped seeing 2s and 2s and 2s and like 2002 and 222. And if anyone else is seeing those numbers, it means keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. So especially good if you're seeing those through any time of contrast. Amazing reassurance and beautiful guidance from the angels. I can't wait to read your book. Oh, thank you, darling. I hope it's good. I was editing it yesterday and thinking, it's quite a lot of pressure here. And, I worked in PR for 12 years, so I can write press releases and stuff. Actually, writing a book is a whole different ball game because once it's out there. But then I guess you can always tweak it. I'm going to be doing a book around money specifically, probably a book around anxiety at some point. Here goes the dog. Belle. No. This way. Katie, hello, my darling. Another Katie. I'm taking your advice for you. Always. Seriously, Katie, that is what's changed everything for me. To the extent, guys, where I need to manifest some money this month because I've got a lot of outgoings, and technically I should be launching something in this group, but my inner guidance is so just pulling me to do the book. I can't ignore it. I have to honour that inner guidance. So I'm surrendering, and I'll let the universe sort the how out. So watch this space, and I'll come back on in a couple of weeks and tell you how the universe sorted it out. Follow your gut. It always is the fastest, easiest way to what you want to manifest. Belle, I don't have your ball, darling. Stop it. Right, I'm gonna have to go in a minute, as per usual. My dog totally is in control of me, isn't she? Thank you, Sarah. So grateful. It's perfect timing, good energy. You're welcome, Cherry, my darling. You're so inspired. Oh, thank you, Nancy, my darling. But yeah, I want to be inspiring, but not inspiring as in like I'm so inspiring that it's unrealistic for other people to do, because you can all do this. That honestly is nothing, different about me. I had, quite a traumatic childhood, like probably a lot of people have had. I've had depression and stuff over the years. I still have my anxiety creep up. I'm just really normal. I used to work in the 9 to 5 in London for 12 years. Like literally, I'm so normal. So I just really want to demystify this whole thing. Everyone can manifest, my darlings, everyone. Do you have to ramp up your manifesting, etc., when you're bridging? Okay, good question, Harris. Right, who wants to know about bridging? Okay, bridging is a good one. Bridging is specifically tied into quantum leaping. Look, who's this, Belle? Do you want to come and say hello on the camera? Oh, my Lord. Who's this? We're doing a coffee chat. Who's this? You're not that sure about being up here, are you? Are we doing a coffee chat? No, don't lick my face. Right, let's put her down. She's wet, actually. I think she's a bit cold because you swam in the stream, didn't you? Yes, you did. Right, bridging. Let me talk to you about bridging, guys, because it's really important with quantum leaping. So, a quantum leap is when you want to manifest a big jump. So for me, I did a quantum leap in October where I went from manifesting, I think it was like, I can't even remember, 5 or 6k a month up to like nearly my first 10k month, and that was and I launched a really high-end program. It was my first high-end program, so that was a big quantum leap for me. And the bridging process, so the bridging process, so you're here and you want to manifest this, but you want to really shorten that gap. That's the bridging process. And bridging is really, really powerful, especially when you're quantum leaping, because it means you shift your energy so much that you bring this big quantum leap into your experience now. But by its very nature, quantum leaping and bridging can feel a bit uncomfortable because your ego just has a bit of a field day. When I was doing this in October, my ego was like, who are you to charge this money? Who are you to manifest this? Blah, 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 blah. So it can be a bit uncomfortable. But bridging really means holding that vision now. So I've now got the dog climbing up on the chair with me. I don't think there's any room for you to climb up, darling. No. So bridging means really holding that energy. So for me, I had to jump into this quantum leap version of me. So I was here, I wanted to get here, and I had to bridge, which meant I had to delusionally believe that I was already at that end goal. I had to delusionally believe that, and that meant, taking leaps like hiring a cleaner, getting someone in to sort my garden out, like spending money on support, because quite often in business you stop yourself going to the next level if you don't invest in that support. And I had to literally look after my energy so much during that period because my ego didn't enjoy the process. Quantum leaping is a little bit easier for me now, but it's still quite stressful. But when you're ramping up your manifesting, I would say it's a combination, Harris, of ramping it up so that you're always feeling that you're living this part of you now, so that you're closing that gap. So it's about being delusional and just you're already there, you're already there, you're already there. And then also it's about really doing what feels good and guarding your energy and feeding your soul at the same time. So it's kind of those two things heightened. So it's really feeding your soul and staying in alignment, and really just like, I'm already there, I'm already there, I'm already there, already there. And I haven't actually done that for a while, but I used to when I was doing that quantum leap in October. When I walk the dog, I'd be like, I'm already like a 6-figure earner, I have amazing clients, I love my job, I'm really part-time. I was literally in the energy all the time. And then when the ego crept in, I would literally just go and do something that felt good. So that's kind of how I do it, but yeah, you do have to ramp it up. I think quantum leaping is amazing, but it's quite natural after you've done a quantum leap to ping back a little bit, because you've kind of thrown so much energy out into the universe. It's normal to contract a bit after you've done your quantum leap, just to kind of recoup and just to really establish that quantum leap shift. Does that help? That might go over a lot of people's heads, because quantum leaping and stuff is stuff that I work on more with my really intimate group programs, because it's quite like advanced manifesting stuff. But I hope that helps, my darling. Sally, I'm home this morning due to going to a funeral. It will be a day of celebration. Oh, but totally taking advantage of the time, going to sit and do Dream Day journaling in the sun, which I never get time to do. That would be heaven. Dream Day journaling in the sun. I can't. Oh, delicious, delicious, delicious. Oh, cool. Okay, my darlings, I think I've answered all your questions. Nancy says, lovely dog. She is a little bit of a monkey. So, my darlings, if you have any other questions, just pop them below. But I think we're probably done now. I think the viewing people are switching off now, because probably everyone's getting on with their Mondays. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff ahead. I am cooking up what I'm going to launch soon, so I'm just waiting for the universe to send me inspiration for that. So yeah, there's some cool stuff coming on. I think we might be launching a challenge in this group next week as well. Just waiting for the universe to send me that guidance and clarity. So spending a lot of time in the vortex this week. And yeah, if anyone has any questions, let me know. Don't forget, if you didn't see my announcement on Friday, go back and watch it. The interview I am doing with Livy and Raf will be over in their Facebook group. I think it's being aired Wednesday night. So yeah, all good stuff, my darlings. So have a gorgeous, gorgeous week. Let me know your thoughts about this coffee chat. Was it a good thing? Was it beneficial? Is there anything else you want me to cover? Actually, there is one last thing I'm going to cover, because I know one of you posted about wanting a house and finding it really difficult, and kind of really getting a bit frustrated, I guess, because the house isn't manifesting yet. And the first thing is, I think this gorgeous lady is coming to the Mind, Body and Spirit show. So when you're there, my darling, come and find me and I'll help you with it face to face. But I would just say, I always think if something doesn't manifest quite quickly for me, that it's not necessarily meant for me at that time. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear, but remember to trust the universe. It always knows what it's doing, always. And I have had things that haven't worked out, and then it's always been for such a big reason that I know, that I actually understand further down the line. So it could be that something more divine's coming your way, and I think don't focus on the how. I think when I manifested this cottage, I very much bought a couple of things from a charity shop with the intention they would go into my cottage kitchen. But I did sort of have, it was an urgent feeling because I knew I needed to move, but surrendered. And it was almost like, because it was urgent, I had to surrender, if that makes sense. So surrender, the universe knows what it's doing. And it's, you know, I write about this in my book. Be careful of getting into the where is it energy, because how you feel is what you manifest. So if you're thinking, where is it, where is it, where is it, you're going to be manifesting, where is it, i.e. it's not going to come to you. So it is about sort of being just in alignment as much of the time as you can. You know, are you following any inspired actions you're getting? Again, another thing I'm going to be talking about in my book. A lot of people, when they're new to manifesting, think it's about visualizing and holding an energy, and that's it. But it's not. It's actually about you then actioning any inspired actions you get, because it's actually the energy behind the actions that drive the big manifesting momentum. So it's making sure that behind any action, your energy is really, really aligned. So don't take action for the sake of it. Follow an inspired action. And just trust. I know it's difficult, but if you're doing your manifesting evidence list, if you're doing your dream day journal, if you're doing your meditation, if you're weaving all of these things in daily, technically you should be in alignment a lot of the time. And remember, guys, we can't be in alignment 100% of the time. We need the contrast so that we can always launch new desires of things that we want to manifest. So I hope that all helps, my darlings. And yeah, so yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed this. Let me know if you'd like it to be a regular thing, and I will see what the universe has in store, because it may be that I do this on a Monday morning, because it's quite nice to do this, isn't it? Just have a bit of a chilled cup of peppermint tea, talk about a few bits and answer your questions. So, my darlings, sending you lots and lots of love for a gorgeous week ahead. I love you all so, so much. And yeah, watch this space. I'm sure I'll be back on again live very soon, and sending you tons and tons of love. Bye.